Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about complex fractions. What is a complex fraction? A complex fraction is simply a fraction whose numerator and denominator, or at least one of them, contains fractions itself. And this is an example. So we might have a bunch of fractions in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So what are we supposed to know other than the meaning of complex fractions? We need to know how to simplify such fractions. So I'm going to show you how to do that by doing two examples. So here we have an addition of two fractions up and another addition of two fractions at the bottom. So we find a common denominator for the top fractions and a common denominator for the bottom fractions. And of course we perform each part separately. How do I do that? Well, we multiply by the missing factor in each fraction. So I multiply by x minus 4 up and down, and by x up and down for the other fraction. Same here, times x, and times x minus 4 times x minus 4. So the common denominator becomes x times x minus 4, 12 into x minus 4 plus 4x. And here we have x into x minus 4, 2x plus x minus 4 multiplied by x plus 3. Now we have two fractions on top of each other, so we're basically dividing two fractions. And this means that if I have a over b over c over d, it is like saying a over b divided by c over d. So all I have to do is to write a over b and multiply it by the reciprocal of the bottom fraction, that is d over c. So this becomes 12 into x minus 4 plus 4x over x into x minus 4 multiplied by the reciprocal of the other fraction, so that is x into x minus 4 over 2x plus x minus 4 into x plus 3. We can cancel these two factors with these two factors. So now I have to simplify the remaining parts and I obtain this fraction. Now, can I stop here? No, because we can still factor up and down, and this becomes like that. And the final answer is 16 over x plus 4. In example number 2, we do the same. So we perform the subtraction here and here first, which means I have to put 1 over 1 as well as this, and multiply up and down by 1 plus x for the first part, and 1 minus x up and down for the second fraction. So it becomes 1 over 1 plus x, and here we put 1 times 1 plus x minus 1 plus 1 over, the common denominator is 1 minus x. Here we have 1 into 1 minus x minus 1. It's very important to start with the bigger dash. Why? Because there is a common mistake here. Let's see the difference between a over b over d and a over b over d. In the first fraction, you have to put a over 1, and this becomes a over 1 multiplied by d over b. However, if I change the bigger dash, and if it happens to be like this, this means I have to put the 1 underneath the d, and this fraction becomes a over b times 1 over d, and of course, the first one is a d over b, however, the second is a over bd. So the answers are obviously different. So please, whenever you solve such a question, always keep in mind that we must begin with the bigger dash first in order not to mix up everything later. All right, we come back. So we simplify this, and it gives me 1 over x over 1 plus x plus 1 over minus x over 1 minus x. We add the denominator here as well as here, and this becomes 1 over 1 multiplied by the reciprocal. So it's 1 plus x over x plus 1 over 1 times the other reciprocal, which is 1 minus x over negative x, which is equal to 1 plus x over x plus 1 minus x over minus x Now here, we can multiply the plus with the minus, so it becomes 1 plus x over x minus 1 minus x over x, and we've got a common denominator right away. So this becomes 1 plus x minus, do not forget the parentheses here, because I have to distribute the minus, so I need the parentheses, over x. And finally, the answer becomes 2x over 2, which is equal to 2. And this is how we simplify complex fractions.